Hello RWBY fans, and welcome to video 3 of my RWBY collectible card game tutorial. In this video I will go over Ally and Grimm cards and how they work. But first I need to explain the phases of play. The ready phase is where you untap all your tapped cards and resolve any beginning of the turn effects. In the draw phase you'll draw a card from your deck. Pretty straightforward and simple enough. In the main phase you can play cards from your deck. Remember the rule of one. One Ally, Dust, and Arsenal card. You can also play your main phase action cards. Unlike the other cards, there are no limits to how many action cards you can play. The fighting phase was explained in video 2, so reference that video if you need to. Now main phase 2 is unique to other games. This phase only happens if there was a fighting phase, and this is the only phase you can play Grimm cards. You can also spend your move from main phase 1 and use it here, or play any type you didn't in main phase 1. The end phase is the phase that you or your opponent can use to activate abilities or play instant actions before the next turn or ready phase. Now let's go over the card types. These are the types of cards in your deck: Dust, Ally, Arsenal, Grimm, and action cards. Other than the action cards, these cards are considered permanents. Action cards have two types: instants and main. Instant actions can be played at any phase at any step, while main actions can only be played on your turn during one of your main phases. Ally cards like Pyrrha or a Healer can only be played on your main phase. As you can see, she is an ally type, and here's the requirements. It requires that a warrior be under your control in the home zone in order to play this card. This symbol identifies what class the character is. This symbol identifies warrior. There are many symbols on the cards which will identify different classes. All character cards have a class. This number identifies the power level, how much damage they can put into another's aura. This number is the aura. Put equal or more damage onto the aura and that character is defeated. To activate this ally's ability, it requires it to be tapped. For those of you unfamiliar with tapping, it means to turn a car from a vertical state to a horizontal state. This also indicates that it is tired. See the previous video for tired rules. Alright, playing allies. There are many places you can play an ally. In your home zone, not attached to any teammate, in the conflict zone, or attached to your teammate in any zone. Be sure to declare where you are playing your ally before you play it. Grimm cards are a chaotic element that can affect the field in a variety of ways, or possibly even allowing you to delay a turn to recover, or end up costing you the game because they turn on you. Some teammates are better with Grimm than others. Take this into consideration if you are thinking about adding Grimm into your deck. Grimm cards can only be played after combat on main phase 2. Think of it as conflict attracts the Grimm. While there is a Grimm on the field, all teammates cannot target a character for combat until the Grimm leaves the field. Basically, all teammates must fight the Grimm until the Grimm is destroyed. Every fighting phase, the Grimm targets a random character for damage, including the owner's characters. Grimm is also the attacker no matter whose turn it is, so they always do their damage first. Damage is removed from the Grimm every turn, so you must do damage needed to destroy the Grimm that turn to get rid of it. The Grimm's power and health is the same number in the upper right hand corner, shown here. A Beowulf is not a very strong Grimm, but it can be effective in certain situations. This concludes this video. In my next video I'll explain how Dust works and how to invade overly defensive foes. As always, if you have any questions or comments, I will answer them in the comment section below. I want to thank all my new fans that support this project. I have received overwhelming support for this game and I could just not be more grateful. To bring a card game to you is my dream, and you guys keep me motivated to keep on working to make that dream come true. So, thank you.